Hello everyone, welcome back to Wild True Learn. I believe this is going to be the last episode of gameplay. We have one more mission, a story segment, and then something hidden. If you can read this, you've almost finished the game. I believe that. And then last time I said I would look into getting the cat. So I did in fact get this cat. You had to click a button and then sign up for their email subscription list. So I did that. And this is the cat. It's the Cheshire cat from Alice in Wonderland, and it appears, disappears. It's pretty cool. Here's our Iron Man cat that we got last time. And here's the whatever cat. I forget what it's called. The not towel, sneakers hunter. Alright. Still like the towel cat? Yes. I am not here right now. Have my tambourine. Alright, got you, little buddy. Got the collar for detecting my cat's speech. Alright, let's go. Video game reviews. Video game reviews suck. Hey there, I'm a very dedicated gamer, but the gaming press confuses me. My two favorite game journalists are both using 10-point score system, and that's frustrating. How am I supposed to know in which way 7.5 is better than 7.4? Also, I believe some ratings might be compromised. Can you write a neural network which could predict future ratings of upcoming games? Really? That would be more than a simple problem. Also, it would make sense to omit the 10-point system and just tell me whether a game is awesome or okay or lame. Can you do that? Thank you. Okay, we have two things, red, blue, and green. So I'm guessing we need to use Arma. We're allowed 5 nodes. So then decision tree color red and blue. Okay, red is allowed 50% accuracy, so blue and green. Okay. So first of all, we're gonna have to train them either way, so let's do that. And then connect these for no reason at all. Yeah, I'm thinking it might be best to merge the inputs and then have 2 of these in series. But then I'm sure we don't need about 3. Because then we can do, let's move these a little bit. We can do the proper decision. Yeah, we can do a sort of decision tree. Red, blue. Red is going to be mixed with some red is going to be mixed with some blue, but we don't care because accuracy. And then blue and green, we can do another decision tree. Now, the only thing I'm worried about is the number of items. We might not be getting 50 green that quickly. Okay, Arma is really, really slow. That's right. Okay, no. That is definitely not good. Okay, no. So, first of all, we definitely need to process the inputs separately because it was getting way too slow at the beginning. And then I don't think we can do another layer of Arma just because then we wouldn't have enough nodes to be able to sort the colors. So we're gonna throw that out. And let's try connecting these and see if there's any problems with the decision tree setup. Okay, yeah, so it's already outputting all the different colors. That's not a problem. And then the numbers are also filling up pretty good. We're a little bit slow. Okay, apparently we need more blue. So yeah, okay, that's true. Okay, so yeah, we are filtering out too many blues from the red branch, and that's what the 5th node, I guess, is for. Okay, now the red is a little bit too slow. Okay, maybe if we did red and blue, so without this one, so this is going to have red and green, this is going to have blue and green, and then we still have the same thing. Now I imagine the green's going to come in too slowly, so I'll have to figure out what to do about that. Yes, now the green is not going fast enough. We were missing just a little bit of blue. Oh, right. We still have that thing that we can do. Instead of red and blue, we do any and blue. So we still have half of the blue coming over here, and then same thing over here. Blue and any. Blue comes over here, any comes over here. We might need to change one of these so we get more blue at the end, but we'll see which one is the slowest, and that way we'll know what to change. Okay, so this one is happening very, very quickly. Oh, we're not getting enough accuracy. Okay, so this one cannot do that. This one needs to be blue and green. Also, I think this one was a little too slow. Nope, this is good. Release, and I believe that's the last level, Gold Rush. We got all the levels done, now we just have 2 story segments to go. Let's go. 100%, 100%. Alright. You have reached the end of the epoch. Let's go for gold. Almost there. I'm tinkering with lots of stuff. The cat seems pretty happy though. Cat's looking at this like it's... Okay, now I'm hooking up the collar, I'm hooking up microphones and cameras and everything. The cat looks pretty angry now. Cat says meow. Okay, I'm hooking it up to lots of RNN. Yeah. Even the illustration does the same thing, it just chains them up. Still don't know what that represents. Okay, and the cat says, "At last I am allowed to speak freely. Would you do me a favor and avoid buying that chicken pate? Otherwise, I would be forced to take an act of humiliation on your beloved home footwear." I'm like, okay, is that what you want? Improved speech recognition is done. Alright, and here's the last. Oh. Go have a meaningful conversation with the cat about life, the universe, and everything. That is done. And the last bit, you've made it. Time to click the button and see what you've been working so hard for. Since the dawn of times, our kind was honored and respected by humans. Oh, the cat. Oh, this is what the cat is telling me. Alright. So, yeah. Ancient Egypt, they were very big about cats. Since the dawn of times, okay. But dark ages came and people forgot their true allies. Oh, look at dark ages. They're starting to use dogs now and not cats. Now we're together again, but do not understand each other. Yep, that's me not understanding what the cat says. We've been trying to establish contact, and the cat is getting cat food and probably not happy with its food. We used sounds pantomimes. We've been even recording tutorial videos. Cat invaders. Cat videos on the internet, of course. And after centuries of efforts, Deep New's cat speech recognition system is out. And we can finally understand what cats say. Planets. Shiny marbles on the dark blanket of the nocturnal sky. Okay, why is the cat here? There's the big... Is it launching a big ball of yarn into the space? We've always wanted to poke with it. We've always wanted to poke it with a paw to see if they're fuzzy. Oh, right. The cat's looking at planets and wondering if there are big balls of yarn, and so they want to go into outer space. For an unknown reason, humans have also been showing interest in planets. Yeah, totally unknown. No idea why. Not sure why, but now our dreams are finally in line. Let's send cats to outer space. Our possibilities combined are infinite. Alright. Congratulations, thanks for finishing the game. Let's keep in touch. We might be adding new levels and other stuff to the game. Subscribe to Luden.io, twitter.com/Luden.io, or twitter.com/WildTrueGame. And stay tuned for more info. Awesome. Get deeper into ML step by step. You can watch, read, learn Python. Start your learning, learn and practice, code and practice, explore and learn, earn money. Okay, there's a lot to do. There's definitely a lot of ways to get deep into ML. So, do we have credits? Yeah, alright, okay. So whenever I play games, I like to read the entire credits out loud, and that's just to acknowledge all their work and thank them for their work. So I'll put that, I'll record that separately and then put that at the end of this video, because this just scrolls by too fast. I also want to do some follow-up videos that illustrate some of the machine learning techniques in this game. I want to do that more visually because this game tells you about all these techniques so you know they exist and you can chain them together to filter colors and shapes and stuff, but it doesn't really show how they work internally. So I think giving you a view of what's really going on inside all of those nodes will really help with understanding, and it's also just a really interesting thing to learn. Now I'm going to share a bit of my thoughts about this game. Overall, I think it was really nice. I had a lot of fun playing it, though I think you can judge it in 3 different ways. The first is just as a game, so it's something to have fun with for entertainment. The second is as a puzzle game, so something to really exercise those problem-solving skills. And then the third is as a teaching tool to learn about machine learning and AI and all that stuff. On the first aspect, this game as entertainment I think it's fun. It's filled with humor, they have lots of puns and jokes and random references scattered everywhere. Plus the whole cats theme and the storyline really gives the game some character. There's also the workspace, that's our room with the computer and our chair and everything else. You can get all the stuff from the C-Bay, and there are different gadgets and decorations for the room. You can get different cats. Yeah, I know I've been calling them cats, but I know they're cat skins. It's the same cat, just dressed differently. I still call them cats. And there's that raccoon too. Raccoon's the best part. Basically, the whole game is just really well made, and it shows that they put a lot of love into it. So that was really good. I liked it very much. Now for the second aspect, this game as a puzzle game, I felt it was kind of average. So there was a good number of puzzles, but there wasn't much difficulty or variety. In terms of difficulty, I'd say about half of the tasks were just basic tutorials, especially the ones along the central trunk of the task tree. Like you can look at these tasks and you know how to solve it in 2 seconds. Or it only uses 1 or 2 nodes and then it's super obvious what you have to do. There are some more challenging ones obviously, but even those weren't too difficult. I think there was only one where I had to think for an hour 2 that took half an hour each, and then a few more that took 10-20 minutes. But for the most part, I've been able to just breeze through all the levels, which is really easy for a puzzle game. Now, okay, maybe my engineering training helped me a lot here, because to complete the tasks, you kind of have to divide the whole task into smaller steps and then chain those steps together, which is a lot like programming. It's kind of like what I have to do for my job every day. So yeah, maybe it was balanced for people who don't do this for a living, and then it's actually more challenging for other people, I don't know. So maybe I did have an advantage here. In terms of variety, I also thought it was kind of lacking, especially toward the end. All the tasks were just sort by color, then sort by shape. It gets really formulaic. There were some instances where you had to come up with clever ways to use the nodes. Like, I remember once where I had to feed some outputs back into the input side, and then there were a couple where you can exploit nodes having a high error rate. Just leave nodes with a high error rate so that they can intentionally misclassify items. That was pretty unique, but those were rare. For the most part, it was very procedural. It was basically writing a program and then optimizing it. They did try to spice things up with reinforcement learning tasks, the ones with the self-driving cars. Those were very different. It was a huge change of pace, but I did also have issues with those tasks because they just didn't really explain how they work. I talked all about that in the discussion part of episode 11, so you can listen to my rant over there. And then there were also the startups, which I can see that they were trying to make something new and interesting again. But ultimately, I don't really feel it brought much more to the table, because they were still basically the same as regular tasks. You still do the same kind of things. You process colors and shapes through nodes and stuff. It's just that the results are presented differently, and then you had to keep clicking next until your income eventually goes down. It's certainly different, but I don't know if it made gameplay any more engaging. And then finally, we can talk about this game as a teaching tool for machine learning, and here I would say it misses the mark. So on the product description page, it talks a lot about teaching you machine learning, and this is what machine learning specialists actually do and all that stuff. But I think that's exaggerated too much. I mean, yes, they incorporated some of the concepts, but the things you actually do in this game, like connecting nodes and then shooting for a specific number and accuracy requirements on the output side, that's just not what you do in practice, and it's really data classification. It doesn't really go into machine learning all that much. The good thing is they do talk a lot about all the different techniques and applications. We have all the deep news articles, all the info cards they show for each type of node. There's the descriptions of tasks and then emails and stuff. Those are all very relevant and on point. But then again, all of that is just reading, right? It's stuff you read in between playing the levels. You could just as well read a book about all that stuff. So at the end of the day, playing the game doesn't actually give you much relevant hands-on experience. So those are my thoughts after having done a playthrough of this game. What did you think? Were there any parts that you liked or disliked? And are there any other games you'd like to see me play? In any case, I want to thank you so much for watching this series. I hope you enjoyed, and maybe I'll see you back here again in the next series. We finished the game with me and the cat looking into space. Developed by Luden.io with love. Alright, and as promised, here are the credits. First we have Tired Yet Proud developers: Ivan Kapranov, Sergei Orikov, Alexander Pronikov, Elizaveta Kaliman, Dmitry Pirkin, Georgy Kurgan-Ishmuratov, Maria Shaban, Nikita Kin-Kamozin, Dmitry Vlasov, Marina Stefanova, Vadim Frolikov, Denis Pozniakov, Vladislav Isaev, Anton Prokofiev, Ekaterina Bustavina, Elena Isaeva, Weng Yungbing, Oleg Shumakov. Meticulous moderators: Inc., Tom CSOJN, Hardcore Elite Beta Testers, Basilik, C484UK, Guest, Guilty Core, Lee, Mac, Grossi Francesco, Mobstar, Serg, Mr. Floppy, Timonik, Tom CSOJN, Thunders, Uncle Rorik, Wimever, Vsevolod, X-Skydiver, Zorbu, Autistin, Dobos90, H. Lopez, Inc., Schmel. Spectacular Influencers: Avak, Mac, Many a True Nerd, Nucrium, Outstar, Pomodorka ZR, Stejo, The Sheep Broadcast, Daysru, Alexander Uncle Kraktiansky, Dennis Poofolkin, Glorious Beta Testers, Basilic, C4AT4UK, Guest, Guilty Core, Hunteruk, Lee, Mac, Maxim, Mizabzor, Mobstar, Mr. Floppy, Rainbow Shaggy, Serg, Fatalist, Talmonic, Ankaroric, Thunders, Wall K, Wimever, Sevalod, Zorbu, Autistan, X-Skydiver, H. Lopez, Inc., Dobos90, You Look Up to Me, Caspal, Schmel, Dante, Den, Brightside RS, Radioactive Toy, Israel, Kiara Nyasha, D and Darkrai, Crispy304, Soul, Deadeye, Gaming Mice, Admiral, DJ Potier D, Xander, Loopy, Unbound, Cowie, Killer T45, Little Mimikyu, B3 Nun, Nacho, Arson, GPS 1138, Flo, H. Hanthium, Pesser, Chunky, Now 23, Hiraya, Red. Special thanks Sergei Orlovsky, Alexei Katkov, Dmitry Filatov, Ilya Yakimov, Iskander Giniatulin, Nival, Sistema Venture Capital, Mr. Floppy, Stanislav Semenov, Maxim Preteshinsky, Andrei Akaklin, Dr. Tony Morelli, Victor Cantor, Emily Drawl, Alexei Kalinchuk, Lyubov Korotetskaya, Simon Walker, Corey Fee Gymnasium, University 2035, ITMO University, Central Michigan University, Greenlands Community Primary School, Kroom's Academy of Information Technology, Skokovo Foundation, Jaleo PR Agency, Geek Teachers, The Photon Turtle, Bonnie Hamilton, Streamfest. Courageous Pre-Alpha Owners, 13 Suzanne Wagner, 232-0909-844, 596-307-019, 931-333-2248, A. Damianov, Alice Redbook, Alice Redbook, Alice Redbook, Abra Ramwar 123, Arrow, Ace 2121, Act 1 Rash, Alex CSP, Akizm Palace, Alexei Pasternak, Alex Bestov, Alexei Derkach, Amarsin 9, Alexander Kostrikov, Alex Timoft, Andrew Shanegold, Alex Bestov, M. Kamikaze 0, Anthony Banks 998, Amir Hefetz, Arela Sikalin, Ankia Tezki, Anime Fangrif, Atali Kilikli, Anton, Anti.cb, Offmerksam, as Bjorn Dennison 92, Aweg 200, Arthur Sack, Itofido Rento, B2005B, ATMB 82, Avarice Legend, Valiant Fexi, Auto 3458, B Tebling, Bartek BMW 2, Bjorn Oldenburger, B, Bayerjan, Barrow 1989, Borovic K, Bayerjan, Callum Staris, Baptiste Boyley, Bennyman 54, Chevalier Nicola, Bomas 345, Connor Jennison, Bartosz Krominski, Broms 359, Cross, Bogo 2921, Chessman 1995, Zard Tim, Bradkov 1, Delmar Otsek, Cloud Fox 42, Caesar Egri, Davis Namsons, Kazi 258, DIQ in Dobrev, Cloud Psycho, Zarex 20006, DNJSAH 1230, Corredati, Doug Green Games, Doug Jr., Sizipeti 0723, Daryl Humble, Dusty Lee 15, Egro Low, D Nuxus, DH Milan, Fabiolanka 99, Dark Swords, DJ Master 2015-2015, Philegs, DFC Tan, Dom Burnham 95, Vincent V, DJK 101, Dries Raskar, Fragger 44, Donatas Bolka, Edward Chester 1, Games, Jeffrey Galbit, Drex the Craft, Exo Zero Mex, Gman 02121, Failed Sleep, Eda Bean, Guiplum, Ferrotosaur, Emir Muhizinovic, Hendrik Briesling, Florian Keen, Herko Sober, Facebook 3323, Frederic Poirier, Humble Bundle, Philegs, Ganesh Sutu, Jordan 93, Flex 1024, Gizmo 666, Ivan Insomnia, Janice, Frimaderos, Grabos Kamata, Joey Tap, Game Starts New, Hawkins, Jose, Gergalita Cats, Hendrik Stelzer, Jukim V 1986, Gotopens 1990, Hudbrog, K Rassi, Quarks, Ichenwei 1024, Karim Maliki 786, King J John, Hendrik Stelzer, Ivy Zekov, Kostakis 09, Jacob Kwiatkowski 96, Holly Johnston, Legend Neon 123, Jeremy Selwyn, Ian Shabono, Alexander Santos, Jordy Walk 88, Logeeker, Itzme 45, JSH 290284, Luisa Maddock, IVV Pete, Lucas Simkus 99, Juicy W Wallen, Jetgu Box, Karim Maliki 786, M Craigbergs, Melanie Istotne, Jordy.pe, KidFireCheck.pl, Matthew161, Josh Hartley, Kobooks, Matthias Hedlund, Julian Billig, Lawrence1969, MCK Kuleza, Kyrick, Lendergraph, MFCDS, Mikosh, Cascas0707, Lisa E, Mr. Floppy, King J. John, Lorenzo GMGM, Morid1, Kunalu, Lucian Serbu87, Nalatros, Legend Neon123, M. Benzarty7, Nicatacan3344, LibertyWare, Maestrith, Nikita Winter99, Newbridge, Matthias Bernhard, Logson, Oliver Velik, Matthias ULM, Lucas David Bingham, Oswaldfish, Mbukowiak7, Patrick Blumenkamp, Luxfera, Metia TM, Peter CH2, Mac36022, McKessler, Plusgenos9844, Marcel Oxendorf, Minigeek22, Quantum Cross, Matthew James 1992, Monroe 528, Radix Garziki, Rafi Quicks, Maxim Matheron, Mr. Wooden 98, Rene Farraco, Melvin Leroy, Nicatacan 3344, Rick Huddy, Michael Humble, Nelson P8, Robbie P1, Milosh Ket, Noah Klein, Rulisp, MM, Alexander 126, Scorpy 08, Simon, Orgents, Moshi Fawn, sites-humblebundle.com, Patrick, Nicatacan 334, /out, Pesetas 300, Solomonov Maxim, Neatki, Piviz, Stan Seneca, 9Title656, QC154154, Sunzen Shin, Oleg Baranov, Radek Skarsky, T. Pitlova, The Code Witch, Or Else 1, Rafael Zippo, Paco Universitario 69, Razgriz 29, Tommy Frank, Tolia Buharov, Peter 96, Retro Jacob 2, Trubachev Artem, I'm sorry, Period 19798, Rizal, User Check, Boski Hider 3060, Roy Brown 2399, User Check, QVVAS 123, Scorpy 08, Volodkas Bomjik, Wiccan 84, Raphael's 14, Shelfer, Walter Vreelink, Raphael Mueller 06, Sister Magna, Zeroku, /out, Renee Star, X Wayland, Rico 0 Jake, Sneakus 15, Yukaili Geek, Soren Centaur, Zenghui 107, Rodrigo Silborges, Stibbo, Zukhep, Savage Banana Soup, 63531, ZXP 930603, Sean McNabb 83, The Last Shade, Since That, Thermonuclear Winter, Skittlecrafts 123, Time, Esmuli 88, Treso 84, Some Catchy Name XD, User Check, Stefan Stavaru, User Check, Sweet Kyrie, VIP Basil, TH Kana, Wild True Learn, Watch Tasisek 1997, The IT Surf, TF721, WRR2216, Zorbu, TP Link Users, Yagrakov, TV50 Watcher, Zemio Nicholas Liam, User Check, ZeroChill78, FastWeb2, ZXP930603, Ouija, Winkler Hans1, Wilder BG, Zenengem, XX Paul Huber XX, Zacho118, Zenghui 107, Swax Corby, ZXP930603. And once again, a huge thank you to everyone who made this game possible. Thank you so much.